Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, the second movie I was able to see in theaters before this whole coronavirus thing got too out of control was The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck. Now, when I saw the TV spots for The Way Back, I was intrigued by this movie because, number one, I am a fan of Ben Affleck, and number two, this seemed like the type of movie that would fit Ben Affleck perfectly, considering his past that he has with alcohol and stuff like that. I'm not going to get too much into it because it's not my business to get into it, but this did seem like a movie that I could definitely see him taking. Now, if you don't know what this movie's about, I'll quickly go through it. It's about this man who has a troubled past with alcohol, and he's given a chance to coach a high school basketball team. And that's kind of his way to kind of get past his alcoholisms, and, you know, one thing leads to another, and we've seen this story before. It's a kind of an underdog story about this man who has had a troubled past for certain reasons I'm not going to get into, and he's given an opportunity to move past that, to kind of rise above all that stuff. And I was really surprised with how much I really loved this movie because there's actual weight in this movie. You know, there's reasons why Ben Affleck in this movie is an alcoholic. You know, he's not just an alcoholic to be an alcoholic, because I've seen movies like that. But no, there's an actual seriously great reasoning behind it that brought a tear to my eye a few times. And I haven't seen all of Ben Affleck's movies, but I can say without a doubt that this is his best performance he's ever given. I don't care, hands down. He is so good in this movie. You're constantly watching him because he's so relatable to this movie. Because we've all been, probably maybe not alcohol, but we've all been through stuff that just drags us down, and we've all been given opportunities to rise above all that stuff. And it's very well represented here in this movie, and Affleck really did a great job representing that. And when he starts coaching this basketball team, he's very believable as a basketball coach. It's really entertaining to see how he deals with certain things going on through the team, like how he deals with losses and players not doing their part. You know, it's entertaining to see how he deals with that stuff. And this is a Christian school that he's teaching at, and he's using some questionable language in there, which was, again, very entertaining to see. In fact, he's told multiple times in the movie that he has to watch his language because that's not what this school's about. And then later on in the movie, he's cussing out the referees for something, and he sits next to one of the fathers at the school and just looks at him and says, "I'm working on it." And the father says, "Well, work on it harder." Like that. It's little stuff like that that was really funny to see in this movie. Now, if I did have to complain about one thing in the movie, it's kind of hard to explain because the movie's not really about them. But I would say the players on the team, I feel like should have been given more screen time, more character development, because, you know, they are the team he's coaching. I feel like we should know them a little bit better. True, the movie's not about them, it's about Ben Affleck's character, but I feel like their treatment in the movie kind of took a back seat, and it really shouldn't have. I feel like they should have given a little bit more development. We do get to know them a little bit, and they are likable, but I feel like more could have been done with them. And if I really had to nitpick about one more thing, it's that this story is, we've seen it before, it's been done before, but to me I look at it as, it's been done before, sure, but how well do you do it? That's what I look for. And this movie did it very well. It did it very emotionally. It had just the amount of weight to care about the characters, as well as cares with the whole story. And it was very entertaining from beginning to end, and it had me teared up a few times. And the ending, there's one thing in the ending though, and I'm not going to mention it, but I did have one question about the basketball players and the game that they were playing at the end of the movie. But I'm not going to get into it because it's spoiler territory. Nevertheless, guys, I thought this movie was very, very good. It's well acted, well directed, well made, and the movie looks good. Like, it's not really drab and murky and depressing like a lot of what these rise above stories, is whatever you call them, does. The movie did look good overall, and I would say that I would really recommend this movie just on one thing and one thing alone. Ben Affleck. He kills it in this movie, and I still say this is his best performance he's ever given. I really think that. And I would say The Way Back is Oscar worthy. I really did love this movie, and I'm kind of upset that a lot of people aren't really talking about it as much. And I feel like this movie deserves more attention because it is well made and it is worth seeing. So guys, if you've seen The Way Back, let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section. And if you haven't seen it, please find time to go see it, because I feel like this movie really deserves the attention and more credit for what it's doing. Sure, again, the story's been done before, but this movie does it very, very well, and I feel like this movie could be the underrated movie of 2020, but only time will tell with that. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to some random reviews coming probably for the rest of this month and however long of next month. They're probably not going to get as much views as, let's say, a new release, but I still want to do them just to keep myself busy. So look forward to those very soon. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, then click right here, and I will see you guys next time.